I'm just simply trying to protect my rights. So I feel like I haven't really gotten into detail as to why they're desperate. So the reason why Decepticons, bad white people, are so desperate is because they're going extinct. And I don't think they really want anyone to know that. Like, I mean, we've already known that. We have been like, I mean, come on, like the Afrocentric community, we've been talking about that for years, how they're endangered. They're an endangered species. We have been talking about that for years. We have been talking about that for years, how they're going extinct. They know that they're going extinct. That's why they're trying to stop us from going to school. Yeah, why they keep creating these pandemics and natural disasters to prevent people from going to school. At first, they used to have to do neighborhood watch to get us to go to school because we didn't want to go to school. We used to skip school, right? Remember those days we used to skip school? We used to just like have fun and go places and stuff like that. Well, now it's gotten to a point to where they trying to prevent us from going to school. They're making the school year shorter and creating these natural disasters to prevent people and black people from going to school. And I don't know if any of y'all have noticed that, like, when I'll be walking in the street, like, well, not in the street, but if I'm walking on the sidewalk and I'm trying to cross the street, or say there's no sidewalk, so I have to walk in the street, how cars be, like, driving so close to me. Or how, like, say, like, I'm walking straight down, right? And then there's always a car, right when I'm walking to the edge, there's always a car that's coming like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, I'm walking straight, and a car is coming diagonal. I mean, not diagonal, but I'm walking vertical, and a car is coming in horizontal. And it seems like we're always, like, at a crossroads. Like, every time I cross the street, there's a car that's coming right around the corner, and we always meet at some type of epicenter where there's like a collision, like our energetic forces are colliding with each other or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's what I be talking about, the whole wiretapping, how they always know where to find me because they're wiretapping my phone. And if I don't have a phone, they always know where to find me by practicing witchcraft. So they're tracking me some way, shape, or form. Because, like, for example, you know, some of y'all already know what I'm talking about, but when it comes to witchcraft, like, if somebody has something that belongs to you that's monumental, like, say, one of your family members that passed away gave you a necklace, and it's, like, really important to you, and it's, like, something that would be, I don't know, very important to you. It's very, and it brings good luck to you. And the universe supports you having that material item because it's important, right? And then a narcissist comes and takes that item from you because, you know, narcissists, they need to have control. They need to establish trauma bonds to feel important and to dominate and to prove in some delusionoid way that they are superior to others. So they steal items from somebody that they know is important. Like, say, if it's your lucky shoes, you bring them to every soccer game. Or, you know, you have a lucky jersey that you bring to every football game. The narcissist will take that from you and harvest the energy that comes from that item. Because sometimes material items can be important, especially if the universe supports the connection that you have with it, as long as it's not like obsessive or toxic. Like, if it's meant to, like, if that material object inspires your greatness, then the universe will support you having that item, right? Until it either, you know, wears down, breaks apart, or, you know, sometimes it doesn't ever do that at all, and it just becomes your lucky item for the rest of your life. It just depends on, you know, the relationship you have with it, what type of item it is, what material it's made out of, etc., etc. And the narcissist will take that from you knowing that it means something to you because they have to establish control. You know, and you know, because they are void of a conscience and because they lack empathy, sometimes narcissists don't realize that they've gone too far, and they end up underestimating the importance that a supply has in their life. And then when they burn that bridge to the point of no return, they're stuck in a situation to where they have to accept that the victim, the target that they victimized, is going no contact permanently. And some narcissists have to accept that. And a lot of them will go AWOL. Some of them will become violent. Some of them will try to intimidate you, stalk you, force you to depend on them, poison your food, water, all this other stuff, because they realize that, they can't, there's no possible way that they can re-enter. It doesn't matter if they give you money. It doesn't matter if they give you food. It doesn't matter if they heal you. It doesn't matter if you forgive them. They've pretty much burned that bridge. And, with some narcissists, they can't accept that. And so some of them will go as far as to take something from you that means a great deal to prevent you from manifesting. And some of them they know that they've manifested. Some of them know that they have bad karma. So they'll steal something of yours, and sometimes even go as far as to impersonate you to manifest your blessings, so that they can dump their karma onto you. Sometimes they'll even use it as a last resort when they know that they burned that bridge with you and you're done with them, and you just, no matter if they hoover you, no matter if they try to reconnect with you, you just keep curving them and you keep ignoring them, and they know it's over. Sometimes they'll even go as far as to start taking your personal items, and sometimes they'll, clip off your hair, burn it. Sometimes they'll extract bodily fluids from you, like blood, or, in some cases, semen for females or for men. And they will start doing rituals, satanic rituals with it, so that they can force you to communicate with them. Yeah, I know it's sick, but, when you are born into a toxic family dynamic, which most narcissists are born into, and all you know is satanic ritual, all you know is power struggle, all you know is humiliation, all you know is abuse. If that's all you know, 9 times out of 10, unfortunately, in order to stop that behavior, you're going to have to hurt an innocent person that doesn't deserve it, to find out that, you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to find a way to stop, or get some help if you can't stop on your own. And that's what happened to me when I grew up in these toxic dynamics. I'm not saying that in this life I was a narcissist, because I wasn't, but I did struggle with arrogance and vanity, and I ended up hurting some people that, were healthy in my life, that were a good match for me, because of my actions, because that was all I knew. All I knew was making fun of people. All I knew was, talking trash. All I knew was, if I got angry with somebody, to allow my temper to flare up and let it loose. That's all I knew. And, when I made the mistake of hurting someone that really loved me and really cared about me, and that was healthy in my life, I learned the hard way that if I don't get help, I'm going to continue a pattern and a cycle of hurting innocent people that just want to help me. And if I refuse to go get help, I'm going to go down a path of no return, where I'm going to end up in jail, dead, and in hell. And I knew. My intuition knew that if I didn't get help, that's exactly what was going to happen to me. And I was going to end up doing the same things to other people that was done to me if I didn't go get help. So I went to, I got therapy as a kid, to help me with my communication. I had to take some ADHD medicine to help me with my anger problems and my mood swings. And although I wasn't diagnosed with anything, I want to say that it kind of helped me a little bit, because I was really struggling to the point where people thought that I was the problem. And I understand, and when I got help, I was able to be more self-aware. of my behavior and how it was affecting other people. And I guess I'm just trying to send that message that it's okay to get help, because if people, hurt an innocent person, that's not okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I used to be a bully. I used to behave inappropriately. I used to do some of the things that were done to me, to other people. And I regret it. I regret the mistakes that I made. I regret hanging around the wrong people. And I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to make better decisions for my kids. I want my kids to eat healthy. I want them to be healthy. I want them to live a healthy, prosperous, and happy life. And I don't want them to have to pay for my sins. Also, like I said, with the desperation of white people, the reason why they hound me so hard is because they need mitochondriac DNA to feed off of, and they know that that's what they need. They're energy vampires, and they are parasites, and they know that the only way that they can empower themselves is to feed off the life force of another person, especially someone that ignites some type of light, or that if the universe has put a solar halo over their aura field, white people and narcissists and parasites can see that light. It's not something that I can hide, even if I were to try to hide it. I can't hide the UV magnetic aura that's over my crown chakra. I can't hide that. And I'm not ashamed of it. I feel like sometimes it gets me in trouble, but I have faith that the universe put me in these situations to teach me a valuable lesson, and I'm okay with that. I just want to say, though, that white people, they need to control because they're dying. The reason why they keep putting poop on the ground, reason why they keep poisoning people's food, is because they're dying. That's number one. Number two, they're getting arrested, and they're going to spend the rest of their life in prison, possibly even getting the death penalty. Another reason is because they know that the indigenous people of this planet, aka the planetarians, are waking up to their cruelty and their mistreatment of people. And they know that the planetarians are waking up to their racism, waking up to their cruelty, and they're starting to notice the panic. I see the panic in their face. And it's clear that they're desperate. And I mean, I guess I can understand. I mean, if I was in a position of power my whole entire life, and that power was taken away from me, and I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and I was being told that I'm going to jail, and I'd probably die in there too, I'd probably freak out myself. But what I learned through the support of the community, because I couldn't have redeemed myself without, first of all, the universe supporting me, but also my supporters of the community making me aware of my mistakes. Some of them told me that I, was very harsh with my words. Some of them told me that I was overly critical of others. Some people told me that I needed to self-preserve and let silence be golden. And if it had not been for their constructive criticism and their advice, I wouldn't have gotten the help that I needed. I wouldn't have known. I was put in a situation, where I was diagnosed with diabetes and HIV/AIDS. And the only reason why I'm still even walking and not even in a wheelchair is because the universe guided me to heal, to take better care of my health, to self-preserve, to get help. To be aware of how my habits and my daily routines and my behavior was affecting my health. And like I said, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I'm not trying to make any sob stories.